Most of us, when we don't meditate, when we don't introspect, when we don't go deep into the truth of who we are, through satsang, through prayer, through sadhana, when we don't do that, we live in this illusion of who we think we are. And a lot of us paint this very rosy picture of ourselves, and this is where a lot of us point to other people as the problems. So, I'm upset, it's because of you. I'm angry, you've made me angry. I'm not peaceful, you've stolen my peace. This is how too many of us live, constantly blaming the situation outside for the situation inside. And we do that because it works nicely with our egos to keep telling ourselves, oh, I'm great, I'm clear, I'm the good one. It's these people who are the problem creators. These guys are the ones stealing my peace. These guys are the ones creating a problem. Your fault, I'm not happy. But when we meditate and we really go deep and we allow ourselves to get free of the ignorance, free of the nonsense, free of the stories, free of the illusion, then we find ourselves frequently face to face with the mirror of our true self. And that true self reveals itself in different layers. So we know that the highest, the truest, the deepest, the purest truth of who we are is perfection. Absolute, divine perfection. Wholeness. Fullness, divinity. But somewhere between this superficial level of ignorance and the very, very deep level of absolute divine perfection, there's another level. And that level is our subconscious and even unconscious self. And that's the part that a lot of us run from and hide from a lot. And those are the places that our unconscious patterns are stored. They're the places that a lot of our sanskaras, the impressions that we have, are stored. It's the place where a lot of that which has happened in our life, especially in our childhood, things that were difficult, things that have created negative patterns in us, things that have told us that we are not good enough, or maybe not even good at all. That's where a lot of these patterns are stored. And so as we start to meditate, and we go below the level of just like, yeah, everything's hunky-dory on the surface, we get into that deep level of subconscious, unconscious programming. And a lot of time there's pain there. And this is where a lot of people turn to anything they can to distract themselves, whether it's alcohol or drugs, whether it's just excessive use of social media, whatever it may be. Almost anything will do as long as it serves to properly distract me from not having to really look at those inner patterns. So when you meditate, the reason that a lot of this stuff comes up is there's nowhere to run. No alcohol, no drugs, no Facebook, no distractions. Just you. And so if it comes up, don't worry, sit with it. Because that's still a superficial level. It's deeper than your very superficial level false identity. But but it's still much, much more shallow than the deepest, truest level of the perfection of who you are. And so sit with that. See it for what it is, as just a pattern. Just something that came into your subconscious at a certain time of your life, given to you by parents, family members, community members, something in society, whatever it may be. But it isn't the truth of who you are. And so just look at it, acknowledge it, thank it for showing up to the party. But don't allow it to become another layer of falseness in your identity. When you meditate, you just notice these, but you don't hook yourself into them. So, fearful thought has come, negative thought has come. Okay, I just notice it. I just see it. And then I bring the awareness back to my breath, back to my mantra, back to that space of pure consciousness and awareness. Don't allow yourself to get lost in the story of why you're negative or why you're fearful. It's just another layer of story. Just bring the awareness. Bring it back. Back to the perfection of the present moment.